Turns out allegedly Glenn is indeed Glenn Cereo, and I've been told he is not a spiffy person. Quite the opposite actually. So let's have a look at the poll results. Jester status confirmed with a 73% out of 100. 217 votes. So, allegedly Glenn. I'm just gonna call him that because he doesn't deserve his actual name. I sentence you to become a jester in the order of the Sillies. I do hope you enjoy your stay. Now let's have a look at the top comments on that video. So let's have it, Google girl.
Yeah, sure, Ragical. Let's see here. We've got How Hot telling us that when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
I love how you emphasize the stupid.
You are not one to comment on how I speak, Ragical. So Stephen Clementson says Glenn is a bit too late to audition for a part in a Monty Python film. Nevertheless, he'd make a good jester at the court of Camelot.
And of course at my court as well.
Just make sure to stuff this racist in the deep end of your dungeon. AT says Glenn and his buddy couldn't defend themselves from a wet paper bag.
And I'll make sure to keep them away from my other sillies. I don't want them to become soft shits or predators.
No need to cross-contaminate dipshittery. So Dom found it really funny how allegedly Glenn's buddy wasn't able to turn around cause he couldn't see anything. How stupid is that buddy of his?
I think it's beyond human technology to measure that kind of stupidity. And yeah, it was rather amusing. I can't see, so I can't turn around.
It was quite something. Lastly, Mobile Gamer 2020 thinks allegedly Glenn needs to become a jester in the order of the Sillies. Releasing him into the wild is no good as he's wildly stupid, already rolling on the floor laughing. And that's it for the comments, Ragical. See you around.
I do love how you're starting to ad-lib these comments, but still read the emojis out in full. And it's always a pleasure, Google girl. Bye. So high vibes. Show us your flat earth model.
Hello everybody, this is my first video.
Holy hell, man, what the hell did you do to your audio? Your first video? Well, no shit, I wouldn't have guessed that. Let me just fix that crap real quick, making me do work and shit. I already had to fix your 4:3 aspect ratio. What the hell did you film this on? Anyway, now that I fixed the bleeding ears issue, go right ahead with your bleeding brain issues, or in other words, start flirfing, flerf. Aye, that seems a bit aggressive.
And this video is on the constellation that's over Australia.
Well, that's the best I can do. I mean, your audio was so bad, and that's actually all I have to say about that.
And it's called the constellation Crux. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I know it's spelled C-R-U-X. And that word is short for cross.
Well, actually...
Crux means the cross in Latin.
Well, damn it!
Hee Ragical. You looked it up on the internet anyways, so I just jumped in.
Fair enough, but could you not backseat drive?
Fine.
Well, that doesn't sound like fine.
I said fine.
Okay.
Now the question is, what is the meaning of the 6 stars on the Australia flag? And here's the answer. You can look it up. The stars, the Commonwealth star, is the emblem of Australia Federation. 6 points represent the states, and the 7th all the federal territories, which together constitute the nation. The Commonwealth of Australia, the constellation of the Southern Cross / Crux, indicates the geographical location in the southern hemisphere of Australia. Let me say that again.
Well, no, how about you don't? You don't know how video works, do you? Also, you could have just said it represents the Southern Cross, with the bigger star on the bottom left, the Federation star or Commonwealth star, representing the different colonies joined together to create the Commonwealth of Australia, with the added benefit that this constellation is not visible from Great Britain. So in a way, their flag is set apart using this constellation. To be quite honest, that's a pretty spiffy idea. Not to mention rather interesting. I mean, why isn't it visible from Great Britain,
Better known as Cross, which is above Australia right now. And I learned this by using the Flat Earth model via Android, the program.
No, you did not. You probably downloaded something like Sky Safari or Sky Map, which are based on the globe model. Flerf, this better not be your model, because first of all, it's not your model. Second of all, it's not based on the flat Earth. Oh boy.
And I was just looking at it, you know, how when the sun rotates its way around and it turns dark, and I'm looking at the constellations. I'm like, are these the stars? And it comes to find out that the landmass of Australia, probably the mountains, the rock, are shining.
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 They're shining.
Shining.
Please tell me you don't think they are shining on the firmament and that is bloody stars? Oh, no.
Okay? And they shine from below.
Oh, no.
To above the firmament.
You utter pig.
And it shines on the firmament and appear as stars.
I only have 2 words for you.
Yes, that's right. The constellations are on the ground.
Face punch.
As above, so below. Everything we see above comes from below, including the sun.
So, let me get this straight. These stars that are moving in the sky are reflections of stationary objects on the planet. Wow.
Which I'm entitled to believe that the sun comes from the sunlight the sun is riding on the belt of the equator.
The hell does that even mean?
Okay, right there in front of Australia.
The sun is hovering in front of Australia. Wow.
And I guess that's a whole nother video, but Volcano Ambrum, the size of the mouth of Volcano Ambrum is 12 miles wide, 7 kilometers round in diameter.
The mouth of Ambrum volcano? You mean the entire mountain? Because the 2 active calderas on there, the biggest one is around 60 meters across, with the smallest around 9. Wait a minute, you think a volcano is shiny in its entirety, including the mountains surrounding the caldera? That's not how it works. But hey, maybe I'm using too much. Of course I am using too much logic. What the hell am I going on about?
And you think that, knowing that there's a firmament above, you think that's not going to shine up there? Okay? It's just close to the equator and closer to the arc of the firmament and the ice wall. It's right there near the ice wall.
Well, it's not exactly on the equator, and also the ice wall is isn't that Antarctica? So the south you got at what? It's near the ice wall and it's near the equator. How big is this volcano? Let me rephrase that question. How big is this volcano in your mind? Also, how can a stationary object shine a light on your firmament with lights that are moving? What, does it have a swivel arm for its projector? Oh boy, you're really pissing me off now. This amount of stupid should be illegal.
So, that's where the constellations come from. The constellations come from below, come from the landmass, and they're rock, and they shine above on the firmament. The rotation of it all.
The rotation of it all. The rotation of it all. Okay, well, let's have it then.
See, I heard some people saying that the firmament itself rotates. I don't believe that.
Or even if your firmament was rotating, but the stars are reflections of stationary objects. That doesn't make any sense, buddy. I mean, if you're shining a light at a mirror and your mirror is moving around, the light will stay stationary. Exactly, cow. This guy is, I don't know. I think Mr. Pratt would even be embarrassed about what you're saying. Oh, Pratt, not Pratt. At least he has a model. The new idea of a model for Flat Earth.
I believe that the only thing that is moving is the ocean.
Could you just stop?
The only thing that is moving is the ocean. And all the mountains and rock and stone and land stay still.
And you don't see any problem with that, apart from the location of the bloody objects in the sky we see not coinciding with the bloody objects on the ground. Where are all these stars coming from? Hey, wait a minute. You went to a planetarium, didn't ya? I mean the mere fact that if you measure from multiple locations on the planet, we get different angles towards the sun and the moon, meaning we would get multiple suns and moons. Which, well, last I checked, we don't have multiple suns and moons.
And the only time the land moves, and we can all agree with this, is when we have an earthquake or a landslide.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is another scale issue, in this case a time scale issue. We can actually detect the movements of the continents. The continents, well, the most obvious one that actually look like they fit together, South America and Africa, they are literally moving 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch per year apart. But hey, look what I have to deal with here. You're a guy who thinks mountains are shiny and are basically shining their light on the firmament, and some of the bigger ones are somehow the moon and the sun. I'm guessing the moon is also a reflection, right? Have you ever considered the problem in your brain fart here, that there are multiple volcanoes on the planet? So, what are they? Do we have multiple... You actually think we do have multiple suns, don't you?
Just common sense, people.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
And I just want to get this out, and there should be more videos coming soon. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed and stay flat.
Uh-huh. And you stay flat on your ass there. That was somehow one of the most satisfying face punches I've ever launched. But guess what, you spiffies? We're not done yet. He actually built a freaking model. Well, it's a longer video, but we're just gonna look at the first part where he actually talks about more dumb stuff.
Hello everybody, this is my flat earth model. As you can see, there's Australia right there, and you can see all the continents. You know, let me get a little closer.
I love what you've done with the place. The tinfoil for ice wall replacement is just the irony. Oh no, the irony. The irony. Yeah, I'll be right back, by the way. Holy hell, man, this guy.
Up close and personal. Okay. Now, you see the red spot? That's a volcano that I have, you know, on this flat earth model. And the hottest thing known to man is the volcano. It's not the sun.
Huh. I think the Large Hadron Collider... For fuck's sake. The Large Hadron Collider. That's a word, isn't it? Anyway, whenever they smash gold particles together, you get a really, really hot temperature for the split second. I'm gonna let Google Girl say this because it's funny.
Sure, it's funny, Ragical. But here we go. 3,999,999,999,982, 222 degrees Celsius or 7.2 trillion degrees Fahrenheit.
Thanks, Google Girl.
Next time you can try it yourself.
So, that seems a bit hotter than your fancy volcano there.
It's not the sun, it's the volcano. Why? Because the volcano shines from below and shines above on the crystalline plasma dome that's above us. And,
Oh no, please, go on with your nonsensical nonsense. Holy hell, man. You are special.
the rotation of it all comes from the waters, the ocean. And what makes the ocean rotate is the magnetic field in the middle or in the middle of the pole.
Uh-huh. That's all very moving there, but apart from a tiny little problem there. Water is dimagnetic, meaning it's not magnetic. Also, the water moving doesn't actually move the volcano. And the sun is moving. Your volcano is the sun, according to you. So if is that volcano on wheels? Wait, it's a drivable volcano.
Right here in the middle of the earth. And that's, you know, when you look up, you see the North Star. That star doesn't move. And everything around it moves, the stars.
Well, actually, the North Star also moves. It's not exactly at the center of the rotational axis. It moves around, just a tiny bit. Also, where do all the other stars come from? Are they just all shiny objects on the... Wait a minute, do you think they're cars? That would be awesome! Maybe you actually think, oh, hey, if you watch this video, maybe add it to your theory, because cars driving around are stars now, you know? I'm just giving you some pointers here. Maybe you can make even more stupid videos, because this is goddamn amazing. Makes you wonder, what were stars in the ancient past? Campfires?
Why? Because your ocean is rotating, right? And everything below that shines brightly from the volcano, that shines above, that casts light from below and casts light above and bring light back down, is from the volcano. And the brightness of the sky comes from the brightness of the crystalline dome, which is white. That's why when the sun is high in the sky, it looks bright and white. And when it's low, when so-called sun rises, you see the sun on the lower part of the dome. As the ocean water rotates around, it makes it gives the impression of rising, and it moves. The reflection of the volcano on the crystalline dome moves because it's just a reflection above from below, the blue waters. That's why your skies is always blue.
Oh shit, that's just even... Oh, no. Are you a Poe? You must be a Poe. This is even stupider than flat earthers are able to conjure up. I mean, you must be a Poe. I'm guessing the bloody ice wall made out of tinfoil is a dead giveaway here.
You know? And it is what it is. That's my belief. That's my theory. Now, I'm a flat earther. Now, everybody's, trying to figure out where our sunlight's coming from. A lot of people are saying that it's coming from outside of the dome or whatever, but I just have to believe that it comes from this volcano because it's round, and I've seen pictures of the inside of Volcano Amrum, and the ridges around the rim of the volcano looks identical to photos of the sun that I've seen, videos where people zoom in, and then I look at the ridges of the sun from the videos.
I'm sorry. I was just mesmerized by the spinning thing that is apart from I mean, what the hell? The caldera of the volcano you're talking about isn't even round. It's like a bit oblate on the bottom side. Oh, oblate is not a good word to use in this case for you guys, isn't it? Oh no. All right, that's enough of this. This is for fuck's sake. I'm not even able to leave a Spiffy comment because he has comments disabled. Oh no. Anyway, there's gonna be a poll in the description, linked in the description to the community page, where you can vote for this particular high vibes guy. I understand why he has high vibes now. Holy hell. But yeah, you can sentence him to become a jester in the Order of the Sillies, or send him on his way back out into the wild, like the silly he is. This video goes on for quite some time even, and he goes into all kinds of other flat earth nonsensory. That's the new word we're gonna use. Anyway, remember to tickle the bell on all buttons around and send notifications to all if you want more of this stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Either he's my favorite globe earther now, or he's my favorite flerf. Randy's got some competition.